Live. What's up? What's up? Hello, FanFest. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitter. Hi, all the people listening after when it's uploaded to the podcast feed. You got to get everybody. You got to say hello. Everybody needs to feel welcomed. It is me. It is I am him. I am Crunk Chocolate. Why am I doing all of this so early? Goodness gracious. I'm with the show, bro. Sharpie Charlie. How are you?
Man, it's a beautiful day. City's back. I'm great. I've been waiting all weekend for this.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's get it.
I've, I'm going to continuously make this reference until the team seems not late, but I am, like how Pep said, I am late. I contemplated wearing a robe. Like mentally, I'm still in preseason. There's some clips that I was meaning to get done and get out, but it's like nope. I need to just slowly get back into that workflow and no rushing it. It's 3 years, 4 years, 3.5 years into this. I'm figuring it out. We're getting here. Tom Bomb, hello friend.
What's going on, fellas?
My favorite Big J journalist. What up, Tom? God
Oh
damn it.
man, I'm real.
Legend.
We'll get into it later, but wasn't feeling so well yesterday, so I had to take the day to take care of myself. So I was hardcore relating to what you were saying, Crunk.
Yeah.
So uh, unfortunately, I didn't get to catch that match last night. So,
Mm.
and I do not have a Vizio TV, but we'll get into more of that later.
Oh, well, let's just pull up this starting 11. We got Ederson in goal, back line of Lewis, Akanji, Diaz, and Vardiol. Midfield trio, Kovacic, Bernardo, and KDB. We got some spice on the wings. Daku, Savino, and Halan up top. My, oh my, what a wonderful time. Look at what is going on. Show bros, what's your thoughts?
I'll let Tom go first. What you got, Tom?
So I think that there might be actually times where this actually looks like a 3-3-1. Like I think that we'll probably push Rico up into the midfield, have Diaz in the center, the three center backs, um, and then kind of have uh, Savino and Daku a little bit not as high as Holland is, and kind of let KDB and Holland do some more interplay while they actually are able to keep the width.
Nice. I see much more in like especially with the ball. Well, I don't know. I say like true like double pivot of
Yeah.
Bernardo and Kova. And like think about De Bruyne as the 10 with those three options around him, right? Holland left, right of the channels. You got Doku and Savino on either side. Like he could do a lot of dangerous work. Not even having to run a lot, just standing there, near the bottom of midfield and just saying, "Hey, you go." So it's going to be interesting to see Pep's tactics about how fast he wants to play. Does he want running in behind? Does he want to get into a transition match, kind of like that 4-4 game we saw in January, I believe, where it was back and forth with us and Chelsea. So that part interests me. Crunk, how you feel about the lineup?
Yes, Rico worries
Mm-hmm.
me. Um, Nico Nico Jackson, obviously. But I can't keep doing the worry because obviously Adam, he's here in the worry, so he's bringing plenty of the worry vibes. I'm very happy to have you here, friend. Uh, I don't know, something they are going to be just as sketch as we are. Have you seen the videos of their training stuffing 44 dudes in this like makeshift gym that
Jim?
they have made in
Yeah.
like a plastic greenhouse? It looks like it's like it's kind of wild. It's like, is it air conditioned? Are they baking in there? Is that kind of what they're trying to do? It's just like, I understand it's hot in here, but you are all flowers, and I will till you and fertilize you and grow you into beautiful, blooming Daffodils. I don't know.
Did
What's
you
a
did you just call them
strong
orchids? You just called them
orchids. There
orchids.
we go. That's better. That's better than daffodils. I think. Let us know what flower would you prefer the Chelsea team to be.
Tulips.
I
Lilies.
think it's too late for tulips.
Touché.
Those are spring flowers. It is fall. Get it together, Sharpie.
You're right.
Y'all didn't know that y'all was getting a botany lesson on this pre-match show.
Yeah, man. I didn't know I was at the florist
Oh my gosh.
Sunday morning.
So, would I be doing too much in saying that Savinho just got here? This is a lot to put on his shoulders in the first match of the season.
No,
Nah.
no, because I would look at the person on the other wing and be like, oh, you know what he did like in his first Premier League match? Set the league on fire. So like, yes, I God bless Pep. This is the first time in what, like almost pre-COVID since we've had two actual wingers start
Yeah,
at the same
because
time.
Jack Grealish is a midfielder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels the vibes are right. Speaking of wingers, Raheem Sterling is left out of the Chelsea lineup altogether, out of the
Saw
squad.
that.
And so he's which understandably like, nigga, what we doing? But back to our wingers. It's cool because we have a left, we have a right footed. No, we actually, yeah. I mean, Doku's weird because I don't know which one is more dominant. I know he can do either, but having a true like wearing that 26 and seeing Savinho out there gives me all the feels. It just makes me really excited. And I think that they're going to be able to serve Holland because we'll get to Chelsea's lineup, but like they have an athletic lineup, right? Like they're not like putting out scrubs. This is not going to be West Ham with Soufal and whoever. Like they're going to be real athletes, but I think that we can at least keep them out of transition because we know how to possess the ball. And Savinho, he did this in La Liga. Like he helped Girona get to a top four finish, which nobody saw coming. And he was one of their two or three best players last year. So the moment won't be too big for him.
That's fair.
And I'm excited that Pep is like, hey, go. Because it would have been safe to say, come off the bench. We'll start Jack and Doku. But it's like, no, you here. Go do what you do.
All right. Perfect time to bring up the competition. We got Sanchez, Gusto Fofana, Colwell, and Cucurella. Their back line. Lavia, Casado, Enzo's their midfield.
Captain Enzo. Interesting.
Captain Enzo. Palmer, Jackson, and Nkuku. It's crazy seeing Palmer and Lavia on here, and it's just like, it's crazy.
We shipped the boys down south, you know?
And then in the substitutes, Tosin, that's Tosin Adarabioyo from Manchester City, CFA product. They brought him in for a free transfer, so that is multiple. And then, like you said, Sterling didn't make the lineup, but if he would have, that's 4 ex-City players on it. Oh, hold on, we got a man on the move. What's up,
How we
my
doing,
guy?
boys? How we doing, boys? Can you guys hear me okay with the mic
Yes,
on my?
sir.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man.
Hey, that mic
that's
is
brilliant.
lit.
That's brilliant.
Brim mic, love it.
That's
Good to see you, boys. Good to see you, boys. No
Yeah.
Sterling, double wingers. Tom's excited. I'm excited with Tom.
Bruh, it's like when was the last time that Pep did this shit?
I don't know. It's about to get spicy though, ain't it?
I know. That's the crazy part. Is this is a feeling we haven't felt in such a long time. It's exciting. Oh man.
Who's
I want to
afraid
say
of
something
too
about
much chaos?
it's
I'm kind of
possible.
afraid of too much chaos. And
For
Crunk
sure.
over here trying to put the whole "is it too much on Savio's shoulders" kind of thing. I kind of feel that.
Tell me why, Lando.
I feel that because of the concept of we've not really seen that before with Pep. Other than Doku. Doku got thrown into the mix early on, but Jack was eased in. A lot of players. Mahrez was more seasoned. I know Mahrez came with a title at Leicester and obviously Premier League proven, but I think it's a little spicy to put Savio out there like that. So I kind of hear him what Crunk's talking about.
Charlie, you had something on Chelsea's lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like the fact that like, well, I'm happy that Lavia is healthy, right? Like we haven't seen him
Yes.
really play since he was at Southampton. He made the move to Chelsea, got hurt, and everything happened. So just on that regard, like seeing a City product be healthy is great. My biggest concern is in Nkunku versus Rico. Um, if in defense, like Rico, we know he's better offensively. He's actually the polar opposite of Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker is the defense first right back. Rico is more of I'm a right wing back or a center mid who happens to be at right back.
Hmm.
So if they isolate him, that's gonna and Maresca knows them. Like he knows Rico well. So I think that's gonna be very interesting to see what Chelsea's game plan is, like who they want to go at. Because Vardiol is the better defender of the two, but obviously that's where Palmer is. You look at those fullbacks. Like Gusto can go. Cucurella, he tore up the Euros. Like he can go offensively. Two athletic, very athletic center backs. Right, these are not stilts out there. This isn't Jan Bednarek. Right, like these are guys that can run and can jump. So it's going to be very interesting to see the chess match between the managers. Right, Pep's old number two. And so I'm excited to see that first 20 minutes, just like who's going to be aggressive, who wants to press, because both teams have the people on the pitch to do it. It's just a matter of if the managers want to just be that aggressive out of the box.
Yeah, I'm very intrigued because this Chelsea squad, they're gonna want to run. You have the players out in Gusto and Cucurella, like you said, Sharpie. They want to move up the pitch. Inevitably with that team, they're going to have many turnovers. And what does City do with that? With a Ferrari and a Lamborghini on the wings, with Peps, and that's what everyone's gonna like. That's where everybody's apprehension is because the control. When you have those people on the wings, the second you get that ball, the idea, all of us, we're just like ping it into space and let your guys run up to it. Then you have Halan following on the back. You got KDB. Like, figure out that part. Yes, possession can come, ebbs and flows. I am just intrigued in the first 15 minutes, how much will we embrace the chaos as opposed to try to lock down possession, get control, figure out who and where's people are going to press, when are they going to try to take advantage? Because, like you said, with the Rico, and he's obviously food, so it's how are they going to handle possession when he's in the ball? Who will they choose to like ping the ball and do the cross pitch passes? Like it's one of those things. How will they set the ball up offensively to minimize the counter-attacking opportunities put on Rico Lewis
Is he food?
athletically? Like just from the aspect of like he doesn't get
He's
up and go
smaller.
that
I get
fast,
it.
and his top speed isn't the highest. So if you just hit the ball, chip the ball over him, and it's just a race between him and Nkuku, like, come on now. Like, I'm not
I
trying to insult
wonder.
the man.
I wonder if this is a match where Pep says, "I'm going to let you have the ball because based off of what I have, I can uh, I can play the counterattack, and you don't want the ball."
I think
Like
it's also a match
so,
where Rico may not need to push up. Like if you have a double pivot of Kova and Bernardo, you're breaking every press. Like you have people who are experts on the ball. Like they can move that between them and get through. I wonder if he just plays six in defense and lets that front four be the attack, right? You don't have to overload when you have De Bruyne who takes up space. You have Holland who's going to occupy. So naturally, you're going to have 1v1s. You should have 1v1s on the wing. And you say, hey, go do your thing. Like we know Doku can get past anybody
Mm-hmm.
in the world. So it's the decision, Pep. Like if we do it in a possession, I think it's more so like, hey, we know Rodri's not here, so you put in two people for Rodri, and this is where like all the talk about, oh my God, what do we do? Is like this is a great replacement. If Rodgers not
Mm-hmm.
going to be on the pitch, I will take Cove and Bernardo every single day and trust
Yes.
him.
Yep.
And then we all wanted Bernardo to move back anyway, right? We wanted him in midfield for this reason
Let's
to
go.
be that number two, to be a
Let's
deputy, to be in his
go.
natural position. And so I think that helps us as a team, right? Like we know they could get forward, but in reality, like the goal is to possess the ball and you have a experience battle in the midfield. You have youth versus age. Like you got Enzo, Caicedo, Lavia, probably average age around 23, right? Versus our seasoned midfield who knows how to play the game, who hopefully can get them on a string and just move them around and free up our front three. So I love this is the best matchup of the Premier League weekend. I think that's why they put it Sunday, 12:30 Eastern because it's like
Yeah.
11:30 Eastern because this is what you want to see to start off a Premier League campaign. How
Yeah.
does the team who has 43 registered players go against the four-time defending champs? Um, this is everything.
Yeah, on big NBC, baby. Like, I'm excited about that. I don't have to worry about any delays. I'm going to be watching that on Prime, just like regular television. I'm locked in. I'm super excited. You dispelled my. Well, also, I want to quickly give a shout out to Bailey for coming on and chatting with me yesterday. What a wonderful conversation. Just to, like I said, just to get locked in on conversation. It's just like, hey, we're just gonna talk about this one random topic for a good like 20 minutes. And just Splinter, it was wonderful, it was great. He's a fantastic mind and just such a nice guy. It's wonderful. So we'll definitely have him back on. We have a few other people that we're gonna have back on. So I'm just excited to keep growing it. Yeah, man. Say that again. 4-time defending champs. Let's go. Okay. 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 Let's. Other than possibly Rico, and there's the plenty joy of Bernardo being in the midfield. What is one thing we can say to the general fan base that can help understand, maybe relax them? Maybe there's something you're seeing people being negative about that maybe we need to just address real quick. I don't know. Is there anything that you've been seeing today that you're just like, it doesn't sit right with my soul, and I just need to get this take off real quick? No.
I think I haven't read a lot of Twitter, but I'm sure some people are like, "Why
Mine
isn't
is
Jack
mine is
starting?"
not about the match.
Oh, go ahead, Tom. This is spicy.
No. Mine is not about the match, but I'm gonna save it for the show. So
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh,
Gotcha. Gotcha.
hey, I like that then. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I have my own, but that I'm also gonna save for the show. But I got plenty, and it's actually Sharpie. You go. You were gonna say something, and then Tom. I'm trying to figure out how I need to phrase this way.
Yeah, I think like Jack being on the bench is. Here's the thing. I feel like the goal is for the team to win. So I am so past who's out there, who's in the starting 11, yada yada. We got five subs. Like it's. I don't expect our 11 to play the whole 90. I expect there to be rotation as we ease people back in. Like I'm okay with whoever's out there, and then you say, hey, let's just see whenever you come on the pinch and make your mark. So it's like I'm excited that we get this is the shades of blue. Like I'm excited we got our two black wingers. Like that's dope. This takes me back to Sane and Sterling, right? For the first time in forever. King Mara is out there. So like that gives me joy. And now I want to see the product. I want to see, what it's like when it's really the lights are on. Because we saw preseason matches, Crumpy went to two. We watched them on TV. That's cute. But this is the real deal. Like this is where shit gets real. And is Holland's finishing going to be better this year? That's a real question I have. Because last year he underperformed his XG, and that's just crazy to me. Like it was actually his worst finishing year in like his whole professional career. So is he going to bounce back? Like we know he was the Golden Boot winner, but he left out on the table last year, so he's going to get his chances. He realistically should score at least one goal a game. Like that's his average per 90 is 1.06. I want to see that goal. You deserve that goal with the 4 or 5 chances you're going to get. Be clinical, and then that helps everybody else ease in.
I love it. Uh, I I don't understand people. I don't know.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to, again, I don't, my brain, I think I just need more time to formulate how to phrase this. It's just, nope, I don't got it. I'm interested.
It's
I'll pivot.
opening weekend,
I mean,
boys.
you can workshop it down. You know,
Yeah,
like
no,
you get it ready, work it out,
Yeah.
and then we
yeah,
can, you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
You gonna
We'll get into
brainstorm it
it.
out
refine it.
loud, or
Yeah,
you
yeah,
gonna?
get it out.
no. I'm
Yeah.
excited to see what Nunes, because he seems to be this season's KP, where everyone is just like, all right, we're moved on. He's gonna be in the squad. He's gonna be in the lineup. But because even Bailey was just like, hey, even though Bob is down, we got all these other players. Worst case, we got Nunes. And it's just like, oh man, if Pep has to put him on wing, Pep is in a real bad spot. And can any of you guys brave enough to actually believe, God, because I don't want to just say it for the sake of it, but does anyone believe that they see a turnaround for him this year?
For Matthias Nunes?
Yes.
I mean, help me understand. Matthias Nunes was with us for 1 year, correct?
Correct.
And we all have spoken to previous players under Pep and how the first year is a bit of a struggle, correct?
Correct.
I don't know why we wouldn't assume or have a positive outlook as to what the second season looks like under Pep and what the expectations now are. And I Man City has put out some good little videos of training and other things like that all throughout. They're great about putting content out there. Matthias Nunes has been looking pretty good.
Smashing the hell out of the ball.
The biggest thing about getting in a pool full of sharks once you are considered a shark in a smaller pond like wolves and now you're in a bigger ocean with the rest of big sharks is that you get a great opportunity to immediately see how strong your fucking bite is compared to everyone. And sometimes it may take a little bit longer than a year, as I have a fucking plane going over me. Shout out to Greenville. Look, the second year is going to be a little bit more telling to him. And I'm actually not too concerned if he is out at wing. He's a bigger Bernardo. It would be the similar concept. I have seen him do some razzle dazzle before. Is he Doku Savio clean with it? No, God no. But it'd be more of a controlled, see what kind of nitpick passes you can get out of there from the wing if he were to play it. Um, I'm optimistic for Matthias. I'm very optimistic for this year.
I think the issue with Nunes isn't that he's. I think his first match was so bad because it was at Wolves. Like Pep gave
Yes.
him no love. Like that
Mhm.
was such a terrible decision to start him going back to Molyneux right after the
I
transfer.
didn't
I was
really.
like, what are you doing? And that's like that first impression has soured people. But if you watched him when he came on in cup matches, when he come on as a sub, like he's a really good squad player. Like I think he has a lot of abilities. He drives the ball just about as well. He's a lesser KDB when it comes to driving through a midfield, right? Like, that's probably his best attribute. He just doesn't have the last touch. I think obviously if KDB nobody does,
Mhm.
but when he goes, he can go. He's an eight, like he's a box to box eight. You play him as a six, yeah, he's not a six. You play him as a winger, he's not his natural winger. The problem is that we don't have that same structure anymore where you're in a 4-3-3 where you got two H's going back and forth. Like he has to fit in and it takes time. It's the hardest position on the pitch outside of Rodri. So I'm okay with like I see talent there. I see an investment that will pay off. He's younger than Phillips, obviously. So you have, more time with Pep to mold him. And there's a reason he's still on the squad. If he wasn't up to snuff, he would be loaned out. Like there's clearly something that Pep and Cheeky see. I just think people got to be patient and like everybody can't be the top 10 player in the world. Like sometimes you got to allow people to grow and therefore like it takes time. Like if he comes on in the 80th minute and has a good 10, 12 minutes, great job. Like that's your job. And so I'm good with him, man. I support him.
I'm giving him over 10 on the goal assist contributions for the season.
Then that's an amazing season from
All
him.
all comps, that's incredible. Yeah, I love
Yeah.
that. Take that.
All comps, I'm going over 10 goal assist contributions.
Tom, you got anything to add?
I got faith.
I know he's got a delay. No? Okay.
Should we
I
get
don't know.
into
It's not me.
predictions or
Yes.
what we
Yeah,
thinking?
let's get into it. Let's get into it. What are you thinking, Sharpie?
I'm going 2-2 draw. I got a little parlay that is how should I say, very soft. I got like over 2.5 goals in the match. I got over eight. I got 8 corners in the match, and then I think both teams score. So I just see a nice 2-2 draw. A winner would be great. A 3-1 win always is my favorite, but this just feels like a match where we're just starting the year off, have some fun. Um, yeah. What about you, Lando?
Yeah.
A 2-2 draw
What?
at the bridge is what
Oh,
Charlie has.
okay. Oh.
Is this more bet induced, or is this more your gut feeling on it?
I just don't think like we're at our top. We're missing Roger and Foden, right? So like I just think that's just, and Walker for me is the best right back in the world defensively. So I just think we're gonna have some openness. But I also think we can score too. That's why I just see like, hey, we come out of here with a point and we're on to Ipswich. Ipswich.
Oh, or
And
how
also
folks said
Tom did say two to
Ipswich.
one in the chat.
Ipswich. Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
2-1 City.
2-1 City. Uh, I don't know. For some reason, I'm feeling really good about this. I think we get like a 3-1 win. I'm going to do it. A 3-1. I'll even do the Sharpie clean sheet. 2-0 win. So if it's 3-1, 4-2, we're there. But yeah, I think we win by 2. Um, definitely think we're giving up the first goal, but I think everything's going to get figured out. Eddie better have that
I'll
Zyrtec.
go opposite. I think we'll score first.
I would
I
love
think we'll
that.
score
I
first.
prefer that. I think that's what we actually need. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Typical City, right?
It is typical City. Yeah. I would say the odds are probably more in your favor.
Oh.
Typical
Edoku
City is
Buck
us
sleep
winning.
tight.
That's what we do, okay? That's typical City.
No, typical City
Typical Pep
mindset.
City. Nah, fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I'm over that. Let that hurt go. We won 6 out of 7. That's typical City.
When Sharpie was talking and he was muted, I already knew what he's about to do. I was like, oh, Sharpie's about to get at me.
I am a supporter. We support greatness. I have no qualms, no worries, no fears. They got to come take this trophy from our cold dead hands, and that's what they got to worry about. Like the pressure's on them, not us.
All right. Well,
Drive 4-5.
There it
drive
is.
the 5, baby.
4-5.
All right. Let's get out of here then. Let's let everybody get their comfortable seats situated and figured out. And we will be back with an episode very soon for you beautiful people. Thank you for joining us. And shout out to you, Adam, in the chats. We appreciate you. Come on, City.
Let's do it, baby.